ground and they can smell really good. A little bit of this water. Alright, this is my third coon on this one set right here. The Liquid Hoodoo is performing awesomely. And the reason why I think this spot is so hot, if you go right here, there's a little log crossing right here. That was just kind of my indication that I wanted to set a set close to it. It goes right here and then bam, right there. So as you can see, that tree's pretty tore up. This is the third coon it's had, so setting her again. We got a couple more to get, and then it'll be time to pull the coon sets out of here. People ask me, T-Mac, why do you trap? Let me think about that. Look at this. Not only do I get to help the population in a whole for an animal, make them healthier, you know, make competition not so bad where they have to get smashed on the roads all the time. And not only do I get to do that, I get to see stuff like this. God's great work of art. Why do I trap? Do I really need to answer that? Wait, I just did. Well, I put this set in yesterday. Caught a possum this morning. I don't know if you can see it back here behind me. But, of course, when you set a good set, the first thing that's going to come in there is a possum. We all know this. Duh. Anyway, I went ahead and reset it. I got a Bridger number 2 stuck in there, 4-coil with laminated jaws. And what I'm doing here, as you can see, there's some feathers in there. Well, everybody, you know, that's a common thing, using feathers. Well, I found these feathers while scouting down there for some more trapping area. And of course, when you find feathers, just pick them up and use them on your sets. It's free, it's just laying there, and it's good eye tracking. Now, what you don't want to do, and what I never do, I do not put feathers over my trap. I do not want anything fur or feathers over the trap. And I'm going to tell you why. Them predators that fly in the sky, they can see that from a long ways. And if you have fur or feathers sticking out relatively close to your trap, there's a good chance you're going to catch one. And you do not want to catch any kind of hawk or anything like that. So even if it's legal to put feathers in the open, I always choose to put the feathers up in the hole, out of sight. I don't want the hawks seeing it. That's just a good tip to keep you from having to catch or deal with any birds of prey. The rest of the feathers I just threw out here, out in the trees, get them up in the, you know, on the ground out here in front as eye appeal to get that animal up here, and then let your scents and your lures do the rest of the work and bring them on in. But I always put my fur or feathers back up in the hole, out of sight from predators up above. That's a good tip for you. Hope you all use it, and maybe next time I won't be pulling a possum out of here, I'll be pulling a fox. That's the second squamby in like 2 days, so I think it's time for me to pull out of here. I'll tell you what, had a great week on the line. Can't complain at all. 6 coon, 4 or 5 possums, so hey, that's pretty successful to me, considering I only had out 6 coon sets. So, you know, that's pretty good. 6 coon sets, 6 coon in 7 days. I'm not complaining. That's fur every day. So, and if you can get fur every day, that's good. This is the last coon I'm catching out of here. I said 6 is my number, and that's it. I'm getting out of here. This is probably the smallest coon I've caught. He ain't real big, but he ain't real small either, so I'm keeping him. But I tell you what, these creeks, especially in overpopulated areas like this, you can really have some fun. I mean, I wish I had time to set out 20 or 30 traps all down through here. There ain't no telling how many coon I get, but I probably could have cut all these a lot quicker. And I tell you what, them DPs, I love them. I love them dog-proof traps. I'm going to get me some more. They're quick, easy to maintain, and the coons are usually going to be there when you get there. So, I love them. Duke, you make a dang good dog-proof trap. Until next time, guys, I love y'all. God bless. I'm out of here. Wild for the outdoors. Check us out around the cabin. That's www.aroundthecabin.com. Check the campfire for listings of our live show.